the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Vegas. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right.
That finds Smith-Schuster. Nice grab.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now. Been better than what they expected.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Jacobs from the gun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on fourth down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Juju Smith-Schuster
there to make the grab.
And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Green to bring it back. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 43 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Low. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sam Hubbard, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Low. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their 1st drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Williams is going to first down and a little more. And all the way up to the 46.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to get across.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back to throw.
Low. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Herbert on first down now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Herbert. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown, L.A.
Mike Williams.
45 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Lowe. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Low. And this is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will. If you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Low. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Oh, now Miller's slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Back to throw. Low. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Low. Ebron caught left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up third and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing first and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Eric Ebron as time expires in the first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11.
Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession.
And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Throwing on first down. Low. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Off play action. Low. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun. Low. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Low. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Low. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A give. It's Jacobs off the option.
A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking to throw. Low. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And on Las Vegas, first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is. Wide open. Got the shot. And he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Colin Saunders
drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
Oh, really? Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you're going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Low. Hard throw. Incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers down 27-21, 2:14 to play. And the Raiders have got him. Colin Saunders. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Finding Allen. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Herbert to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that
that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. That time, a 6-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown and the other critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw.
Pass complete to Ebron.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And with that, our journey...